All right. Well, another team with an interesting offseason were those Brooklyn Nets. They had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, DeAndre Jordan, and then the good ones: Garrett Temple, Wilson Chandler, Torian Prince, David Nwaba, and Henry Ellenson. They also draft Nick Claxton and Jalen Hands while losing D'Angelo Russell, Damari Carroll, Ed Davis, Jared Dudley, Alan Crabb, Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Shabazz Napier, and Travion Graham. What do you think of this Nets team, assuming that KD will not play this year?
I think that Kyrie is going to be a much better version of himself. I mean, you hope, but I obviously they're not going to compete if KD is not playing, at least not at the level that they will next year. But I really like what they've got. You know, they obviously did pretty well overall, and then you substitute Kyrie and Nwaba basically and Jordan for D'Angelo Russell. I mean, that's a good swap to make. So while they prided themselves last year on being, this team that, it was kind of gritty and probably overperformed a bit, I think that they can still retain some of that feel, but add a premium talent in Kyrie. So I actually really like what the Nets have put together here. I mean, I don't know that they'll win more games, but I think that they're well positioned to be competitive this year and then a real contender the year after.
Are you at all concerned about potential drop-offs in Spencer Dinwiddie and Karis LeVert, both because obviously they're going to have a lower usage rate with Kyrie in the lineup, but more so because they're guys who are dependent upon having the basketball to make plays, and Kyrie is one of the singular most ball-dominant players in basketball today.
For sure. My answer is different for the two of them. I think Dinwiddie, you'll get a little bit of a drop-off there just because, well, I think that he and Kyrie could play together a little bit. It's not ideal. I think for Karis LeVert, the guy's just a really talented player and can play off the ball a little bit because he's he's been a decent shooter in his past. And then you also have Joe Harris. So I think that it'll fit together decently well. And now that Kyrie's locked down his max deal, probably his last max deal, I would assume that, he's a little bit more of a deferral type of player, at least at first. So my hope for them would be just that, the coaching continues to be solid and it's able to kind of compartmentalize Kyrie's selfishness with his ability to, dribble and distribute. But I mean, there's definitely some concerns there for sure. With Dinwiddie specifically, I think it's a little bit of a waste.
By the All-Star break, who do you think the starting center is? Because I know they bring in DeAndre Jordan because he's buddies with Irving and Durant, but Jared Allen's the better player right now, and he's definitely going to be the better player come the All-Star break.
Yeah, I for sure would say Jared Allen. I mean, you definitely have to start Jordan to start the season, but I think for sure by the All-Star break, if Jordan's not broken down, that Jared Allen's the guy.
It's going to be tough to have. What is Jordan? Jordan's making like 15 or something. That's a big chunk of change on the bench. I don't. It's a weird lineup. Joe Harris is the glue guy at small forward who's going to let everyone else have room. Power forward's kind of, I don't know, is Kurix at this point? Well, oh God, let's hope it's not Chandler because I watched him play last year. Also, he's suspended to start the season because of the PEDs, which is befuddling. What was he using them for?
It's not something you should. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that did not show up in the weight room. Let's say he did not have like a Brady Anderson-esque explosion after taking the PEDs.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Chandler's defined by old man game.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's Kurix, maybe Prince. Ellenson's just kind of like Ellenson's kind of floated forever. Played all right to end last season. Musa's there too, but physically he's a little bit underwhelming to play power forward. Though the power forward's a different position today than it was 5 years ago. So who knows? Maybe it's even Joe Harris.
Yeah, I was going to say if KD was there, then he's your 4, and you start Harris and LeVert, right?
Yeah, I think so too.